Howdy folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you again from DEADPIT Radio. We have a little bit different of a review for today's video. We are taking a look at a set of Blu-Ray Steelbooks that is coming out March the 6th. They are exclusive to Wal-Mart, boss. Wal-Mart. So everybody has a Wal-Mart near them, right? Everybody. So March the 6th comes along. Sony and Mill Creek Entertainment are bringing these to the Walmart. I'm going to go through each release today. There's 3 of them that qualify for reviews here on DEADPIT, and we're going to take a look individually at these 3 releases. Showcase them for you guys here. First one up, and this one is from 1997, starring Jennifer Lopez. Well, Jennifer Lopez. Not too many genre movies was J-Lo ever the star in, but this is one of them. J-Lo, Ice Cube, John Voight, even Owen Wilson, Carrie Werr is in this as well. This was a pretty huge hit when it came out in 97. The creature in this movie, the Anaconda, right, is mainly all practical effects too, which is pretty neat. This one directed by Luis Loza. The movie's about a documentary film crew in the Amazon jungle who pick up John Voight stranded during a violent thunderstorm, but they are unaware of the trouble that he will bring the group. He is planning to capture a gigantic anaconda. Don't want none unless you got buns, huh? Kind of go from there. Interesting cast here. This is a very 90s movie. Anaconda is a movie that I have not had on physical media since the early DVD days. So this is one that was a lot of fun to go back and revisit. I will say the transfer on Anaconda is probably the weakest of the 3. I don't think this is a new scan at all. This is a very old scan. Hopefully at some point Sony, Mill Creek, whoever does this, will do a proper remaster, maybe in 4K or something like that. But I had fun with Anaconda. It's not typically my type of movie. Jennifer Lopez looks very different in this. I don't know if she has had work done over the years. Probably. Who knows? Yeah, this movie's not too bad. Not really my thing that much. But we will talk about this edition too. We might as well go through these. So you have a J card on here that has all of the plot on it and pictures and everything. But the meat of the matter is this beautiful steelbook. Mill Creek does fantastic job with these steelbook editions. I think that's close to the original poster art there for Anaconda. And if you open it up there, and you will see artwork on the inside as well. And I do believe that these are $24.99 on pre-order. This may be one of those deals where the price will drop when they come out on March the 6th. But this one is a very nice addition. If you are a fan of Anaconda and you do not have any of the prior releases, this is a cool one, but just be aware that the transfer on this is nothing new. Definitely looks like an older scan of the film, and I'm sure down the line there will be more physical media copies of Anaconda. Next one up is a movie that I'd seen in theaters from the year 2000. Directed by Paul Verhoeven, the man that brought us RoboCop and Total Recall, among others. Hollow Man. And this is a fun movie, guys. This is one that I saw in the movie theater back in the day when it came out. Kind of an updated Invisible Man story with some slasher sci-fi elements to it. This movie stars Kevin Bacon, Josh Brolin, Elizabeth Shue. Kevin Bacon plays the scientist Sebastian Kane, who has discovered a way to make matter invisible and decides, of course, to try it upon himself. And wouldn't you know, it all goes as planned. No, I'm just kidding. As the days go on, Sebastian Kane's invisibility has made him completely psychotic. He is stuck in this invisible state and is becoming kind of a sex predator and just a nut, right? The special effects in this still hold up actually fairly well for a movie that's 24 years old. I have always had fun with Hollow Man. I remember when I saw it initially in the theaters, I really appreciated the gratuitous nudity. Elizabeth Shue, oh my god, you god. I just have a whole lot of fun with this movie, and the steelbook of this, man, look at how, like, this is the original poster art, I think, for Hollow Man back when it came out. I can't remember if this was a big success. Not really sure on that. But of course, the J card as well. And there's another poster art, I think, that was used. And this is where they get Hollow Man, by the way. I think there's a scene where they put bandages and shit on him so at least they can kind of see him. But he doesn't keep those on, of course. And the inside there with the artwork and the disc art. Yeah. And these actually do have a couple of special features on them as well. Anaconda, I did forget to mention that there was an interview with the film's director, Luis Laloza. And on Hollow Man, full transparency, scoring Hollow Man, a brand new interview with Jerry Goldsmith's biographer, Jeff Band. And also needed to point out that this is the director's cut of Hollow Man in this steelbook. Look at that, man. I just love... Mill Creek has come a long way with their steelbook editions. And the transfer on Hollow Man 2, pretty damn good. I don't know if this was a new scan or not. Hollow Man's had a variety of different DVD and Blu-ray releases over the years. I don't know, but it looked good. I thought it looked fine. It wasn't noticeably drab like the Anaconda release. So this one looks really good. Yeah, definitely if you're a fan of the movie, you don't have it on physical media or anything, this is one that you'll probably want to grab. Another one that I had an older Blu-ray release of, and I know that they did a 4K UHD, Sony did, a couple of years ago. I didn't pick that up, but I'm glad to add this one to the collection because I'm a fan of this movie, guys. A lot of people in the year 2024, it seems like they don't really appreciate this movie that much. But the very first movie, and we're talking about I Know What You Did Last Summer, from our good buddy Jim Gillespie. All-star cast with this one. And yeah, I mean, I've always been a fan of this movie since I first saw it at the age of 17, 18 years old. And this one is, of course, directed by Jim Gillespie, written by Kevin Williamson. It was the follow-up to Scream, less than a year later. It's about four friends bound by a tragic accident from the previous summer, and now they find themselves being stalked by a madman with a hook. Very 90s cast in this. Freddie Prinze Jr., Ryan Phillippe, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Jennifer Love Hewitt. I like this movie. I think it's set in like a small beach town and has a cool soundtrack. Very 90s. Brings me back to my high school years. And the Steelbook edition on this one is very neat because you know how they do those slip covers from time to time. They did it with this one. Okay, so you can look at this. Oh my God, look how cool. So you take that off there. And you have the original artwork for the poster, I'm pretty sure. On the other side, you get a good shot of the killer with the hook. On the inside, disc there and the artwork there. They did a plethora of special features on I Know What You Did Last Summer for the 4K release. None of those are in there, but there is a new interview with the film's composer, John Debney, which they did not put on the back. So I don't know if that was a late addition to this Steelbook Blu-ray or what the deal was. The packaging on this is fantastic. Beautiful Steelbook. I love the slipcover for the Steelbook. I think all Steelbooks should have this at this point, right? Whoever came up with this was a damn genius. The picture quality on this is phenomenal. I don't know if this is the 4K transfer. I'm guessing it is. Of the three that I looked at, this is easily the best transfer of the three. If you can get this at a good price, this one in particular gets a very high recommendation from me. It was a pretty huge upgrade from that 2008 Blu-ray that I had back there in the collection. So, this one is definitely getting the highest recommendation of the three. They are all out on March the 6th. You can actually pre-order them right now on Walmart.com if you want, but they are going to be in stores coming up on March the 6th. Be sure to check these out. Mill Creek, I am very impressed with these editions. You guys have came a very long way, and you probably have a little bit further to go. But I like these. All three of these Steelbooks quality editions. So check them out March the 6th, guys, and be sure to check us out. We're over at DEADPIT.com.
Thumbs up.
Up you butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a fuck.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
There's all kinds of wonderful shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. You can get some Dead Pit Radio shirts. You can get Last South on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Texas Chainsaw. Oh, wait, you can't say Texas Chainsaw. All kinds of shirts, folks. You're gonna love them. Shop.deadpit.com.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Dead Pit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows, fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.